Mother of life, not just water, but spirit, identity, and the determination of their fate. In the midst of the ever-changing modern world, the Mohana tribe is still loyal to preserving the traditions, beliefs, and balance of nature inherited for hundreds of years. Their story is not only about surviving, but about respecting nature before it dies. What will happen if this knowledge is truly lost? If you want to continue exploring the stories of unique tribes, ancient cultures, and traditions that are rarely told by various world leaders, support us in a simple way. Your support allows us to continue to present amazing stories that you may have never heard before. See you in the next cultural adventure with Song Petualang. The Mohana tribe is a traditional ethnic group that lives in eastern India, especially in the state of Odisha and part of Andhra Pradesh. They are known as a community that has a very close relationship with the river, water, and nature, which has shaped their identity, culture, and way of life for hundreds of years. The Mohana tribe is a traditional community that has lived side by side with the river and the sea since ancient times. The name Mohana is often associated with fishermen who depend on their lives for their livelihood. The river, for the Mohana tribe, is not just a waterway, but also a source of food, protection, and balance between humans and nature. The Mohana tribe's identity is formed by their spiritual closeness to nature. Every activity, especially those related to the river and the sea, is always honored and respected. They believe that nature has the power and spirit of conservation that must be respected so that life remains harmonious. In everyday life, the Mohana tribe is known as a simple, polite, and humble community. The values of togetherness, gratitude, and concern for the environment are the main foundation of their identity, making the Mohana tribe a symbol of harmonious relationship between humans and nature. The daily life of the Mohana tribe. 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Most of the Mohana tribe members depend on their lives in the water, both the river and the sea. Their main daily activities are traditional fishing, which is done from generation to generation. In addition to catching fish, some members of the community also act as water collectors, such as crabs, small prawns, and small fish that live on the banks of the river. Not a few also work as ferrymen and river transporters, helping to transport people and goods between the regions. The river is the main route of life, so the skill of driving a ferry has been taught since childhood. In catching fish, the Mohana tribe still maintains traditional methods. They use handmade nets, fishing poles, and simple wooden boats without engines. These methods not only reflect local knowledge, but also serve as a form of respect to nature. The Mohana tribe believes that taking advantage of the natural resources will bring disasters to the community, such as a shortage of fish or disasters in the river. Therefore, they only take enough to meet the needs of life, maintaining the balance of nature so that it remains sustainable for future generations. The Mohana tribe follows an animistic belief system, although in its development, some of them have received the influence of Hinduism. This belief shapes their view of nature and life, where each element of nature is believed to have its own spirit and power. For the Mohana tribe, the river is believed to have a guardian spirit that protects and also oversees human life. They believe that disasters, accidents in the river, and diseases are signs of an imbalance between humans and nature. Therefore, maintaining the attitude and behavior towards the environment is very important. Before fishing or catching fish, the Mohana people always perform special rituals and prayers. These rituals are intended to pray for safety, sufficient catch results, and protection from danger. Simple offerings such as flowers, food, and earthenware are often offered as a symbol of gratitude. Offerings at the riverbank are an important part of the Mohana spiritual life. Through this ritual, they respect the spirit of water and the spirits of the ancestors, while also strengthening the spiritual bond between humans, nature, and the generation that preceded them. The Mohana culture grows from their closeness to the river and its surroundings. Every element of the culture reflects the life of the people of the river who respect the balance of nature. One of the most prominent forms of cultural expression is the ritual dance that mimics the movements of water, waves, and fish. This dance is usually performed in traditional ceremonies and festivals as a symbol of gratitude and respect for the spirit of the river. In addition to the dance, the Mohana people have folk songs that have been passed down from generation to generation. These songs tell the origin of the river, the story of the ancestors, and the struggle of life as fishermen. Through the song, the values and identities of the Mohana people are preserved. In everyday life, they wear simple clothing made of traditional fabric with natural colors. The simplicity of the clothing reflects their friendly and close-to-nature character. One of the most important traditions is the River Festival, a big celebration that brings together all members of the community. At this moment, the Mohana people gather to pray, dance, sing, and celebrate the catch of fish. The River Festival is not only a celebration, but also a symbol of unity, gratitude, and continuance of the Mohana tradition. The Mohana people teach us about the meaning of life in harmony with nature, where the river is not only a source of life, but also a part of identity, beliefs, and culture that is maintained from generation to generation. In the midst of modernization, their local knowledge is a reminder that the balance between humans and nature is a valuable heritage that should be respected and preserved.